Hello, guys, and we are here for some awesome game day bingo. Super excited to be here with you guys live as we're going to be streaming to those Pilot TVs, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Absolutely. Go and check us out wherever it is convenient for you. We would love for you guys to be sticking around and playing alongside us as we get enrolled into this first game of Game Day Bingo for today. Make sure you guys stick around as we can't wait to give out our first jackpot prizes of the day as we aim to give out just as many, if not more, than we did just yesterday. Yesterday was a great Tuesday as we were able to give out 5 different jackpot prizes, making our total for the last 7 days 18 different jackpots to go out and 286 different jackpots for this season 16 so far. We love to see it as we got our day started off yesterday with Fester over at the Old Clover Inn as we were able to give out $6,315 going out to Fester. Congratulations.
Yeah, a great prize going out to you, Fester, in that fantastic matchup. As we then saw another great game as we saw the largest jackpot, probably that's going to go out this entire week, as $63,728 went out to one of our longtime bingo players, Call Me Yags, over at the Riverboat Depot. I'm guessing a part of that Yags crew, whichever one it is. Congratulations on taking home $63,000. Longtime players taking home some big cash prizes is always a good thing to see, as they took home a huge win of 63 grand. That is not too shabby.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Call Me Yags as we had even more jackpot prizes going out after that as we had Mart 7-Eleven over at the Kim Saloon and Grill take home a great prize of $1,255 just yesterday. Congratulations to Mart 7-Eleven.
See, I thought it was Mr. T 7-Eleven.
Ooh, it very well could be.
Mr. T, I pity the fool. I love Mr. T. Such a good character. Best character out of the whole entire
Rocky series?
No, that's Clubber Lang, played by Mr. T.
That's what I thought you were.
But yeah, he does the exact same thing. But I'm talking about Mr. T in the A-Team. Is my favorite character in the A-Team.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't he have a mohawk in the A-Team?
Yeah, with a feather, dangly earring.
Yeah, it's one of his better looks.
It's such a good character. It's the best character in that whole entire series. I think so, in my opinion. That's what I watched the A-Team for, was for Mr. T. I also loved him in as Clubber Lang in the Rocky series.
I didn't,
even though it's
yeah.
one of the weaker Rocky movies, in my opinion, I thought it was still a fun one, nonetheless.
Yeah, I have to watch the A-Team. I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen the A-Team?
No.
Have you even seen the? You haven't even seen the one with Liam Neeson as the head, and you got Bradley Cooper in it as well.
Definitely have not seen that one.
Yeah, that's the newer A-Team, but the TV show A-Team is an absolute classic that you need.
TV show?
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the original's a TV show. The remake is a movie.
I don't think I've ever even heard of the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show is what made
something you learn every day.
Is the A-Team. But fun stuff there. Mr. T 7-Eleven getting us talking about it as we have Quasi over at the Benson Hometown Bar and Grill taking home an $10.50 must-go prize. Congratulations to you with this Game 1 of this lunchtime game day bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into a Game 2. With that minor jackpot clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it in this upcoming matchup.
Absolutely, so stick around and get enrolled as we have even more jackpot winners to highlight for you guys. We ended up giving out another prize going out to Traveler over at American Legion Lonsdale as they took home $3,904 while playing. Congratulations to Traveler.
A great prize going out to you, Traveler. Congratulations on that fantastic win.
Where's your number one travel destination right now?
My number one travel destination right now, I would probably I really want to go to Salt Lake City. That's probably my number one place right now that I'd really like to take a vacation to.
Yeah.
Go see the views that are out there, the hiking that you can do out there.
Absolutely.
Go see the springs. I think that's right now because I've done a lot of beachside
Yeah.
vacations and I love a good beachside on the regular, but
But there's a lot more to see out there.
yeah, I want to experience that kind of vacation
Hmm.
as well, and so I feel like yeah, Salt Lake City is my number one spot right now.
Very
What about you?
cool. I would have to say northern coastline of Maine. That is definitely
Ooh.
my number one spot. That's just like it's scratching at the back of my mind. Just I need to go there.
Yeah, too many rom-coms you've seen based in Maine and you just want to go there.
Not even. I guess kind of implemented the idea when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
and I've just really romanticized that. And
That upper, just that area. It's not just
I
Maine that
also
I'm
have just
talking
like
about.
grown up on the East Coast and always going along the Eastern Seaboard, and I just love it. And so I've always gone south, and so I really want to experience the northern portion. Like I'd
Ye-
love to go to Massachusetts, or I'd love to go to Rhode Island. You know,
Yeah, I'd like to see some of those areas as well, just because, you don't
something
get
to
a lot.
see,
Exactly,
new food to
exactly.
try,
New
seafood.
places,
I
new
would just love to
places.
see it.
Absolutely. We are going to get these pucks going in this game as we got a 54 baller less minor prize now over $100. Major prize still at $1,000 and mega jackpot at $10,000 as we also got a $15.90 Musco prize there as well. As we do have one more jackpot prize to talk about as JBF over at the Corner Bar and Grill Winstead took home $942.
Congratulations to what I can only assume is Justin Bieber forever. Nicely done taking home that final jackpot prize of yesterday.
I like that. Justin Bieber forever. A great one right there.
JBF.
Shout out Justin Bieber. Bieber fever was a fun time.
Crazy how much he's changed.
Yeah, it is. Now he's very much in his own.
He's a new Justin Bieber. I've seen people dress as him for Halloween this past year.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of girls broke out the purple hoodie, white denim jacket, and did the whole one less lonely girl Justin Bieber era.
With the mic.
Yes, and the swishy hair, coconut head wig.
That's so
It's
good.
incredible.
I would have a blast dressing up as Justin Bieber.
Oh my goodness, it was incredible because it was just these girls, and they would go around and just randomly start serenading these people. And there's a clear divide of people who really got into it and just loved it, and the other half was like, "Get this person away from me."
Makes sense. Makes sense. Us too. We'd buy into it.
Absolutely, I would love that.
Well, if you guys want to buy into more Pilot Games action, the way to do it is staying up to date on our Facebook page.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, find our Facebook page by searching up Pilot Games and click on our logo. By doing that, you'll be able to check out a bunch of different info like weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more. You can also check out the website link on that Facebook page, which is our link tree. Our link tree has all the info you need, including a bar locations tab that opens up a map that shows you all the pinned locations where you can play Pilot Games. We also have our other social media links connecting you to X as well as our Instagram, and then even more there as well. So just the hub of all things Pilot Games available on that awesome Facebook page. So we hope to see you guys checking it out.
Absolutely. Stay up to date and in the know today by going and checking out that Facebook page and really all of our other social medias as well. We would love to stay up to date and connected with you guys as well.
Me, on the other hand, I'm staying off social media today. I do
Yeah.
not want to deal with all the drama that comes
We're
with
going to take a little
a
break.
post-election.
And we're going to have fun with you guys here.
Absolutely. We got Johnny over at Steve O's taking home $15.90 in this one. Congratulations to you, Johnny, as we now get enrolled into this next game with that minor jackpot clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get enrolled into this next game. Just about 2 minutes for you guys to get enrolled into this upcoming action. And as you do so, I would like to start talking about our daily bingo schedule, as we plan to have a lot of fun bingo come to you guys live today, as we get every single day started off with a little bit of game day bingo action where you're playing right here, right now, as we play it from 12 all the way till 1 p.m. Me and Jordy will be live during this time, playing all 12 games all the way till 1 p.m. before we set you guys loose to play some Lucky 4 bingo at 1 o'clock, which has $57,083 available. A great opportunity be.
That's right, but you guys better be coming out and sticking around for that 1 p.m. opportunity before you guys have even more chances to take home some game day bingo prizes from 1 all the way till 4 p.m. It will be unhosted, but it'll be a great time as you continue to take home these great prizes for yourself. Then at 4 p.m., you get your final round of Lucky 4 Bingo for today, where it's got that over $57,000 if it did not go out at 1. It'll be even higher as you and your friends grab those iPads to get enrolled.
Yes, absolutely. As you'll then talk about that 4 p.m. Lucky 4 Bingo game.
After that, too. I just highlighted the Lucky 4 Bingo
Okay.
game.
Okay. After that, you'll happen to more game day bingo that runs from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. That'll be a little happy hour game day bingo. Love happy hour game day bingo as you guys can play 23 games of that action. As you'll then play at 6 p.m. your first opportunity of the week at Pilot Payday. Pilot Payday is a great game as you can buy into that matchup with only 10 cents. It's 10 cents a card, and you could take home a $2,500 must-go prize. No matter what the ball count it's won at, you can win $2,500. It's a great opportunity.
Absolutely. Come on out for your first chance this week at Pilot Payday. After that, you guys get into some great game day bingo that is usually ran uninterrupted from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. at night. There are twice a week that interrupt that time, though. Last night was one of them, as tonight will be your second chance at a great PGL matchup. That's right, as Wild Wednesdays get started each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m., just like it will be tonight as Ian and I come live as we jump into our first round of the night, a little Lucky Sevens. This is our high-low game where not just the top players of the state, but the worst players of the state each get to take home top-notch prizes. It's a lot of fun, so you either want to be at the head of the leaderboard or all the way at the tail end. After that, at 7:15, we've got Pride of Minnesota, followed by Winter Wonderland coming to you at 7:30. 7:45 brings in a little Vikings victory where it's got a large and small jackpot on the line as well.
Nice.
8 p.m. comes to you with a little top dog action before we get into our final PGL matchup, Fishing Derby, that happens at 8:15. That's right, as it has a largemouth and smallmouth jackpot. That smallmouth jackpot sitting at $199. That largemouth sitting at a whopping $3,119. Make sure you guys come on out for Fishing Derby at 8:15. Ian and I will finish off our Wild Wednesday with 2 games of game day bingo before sending you on your way to finish off the remainder of your night, playing that game day bingo all the way till 10 p.m. Should be a lot of fun as we can't wait to give out those jackpot prizes tonight alongside those PGL points. There is one other night each week. It happened just yesterday that you guys can come on out for a little PGL matchup as well.
Yeah, that's MegaSota game night. That gets started at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Lots of great opportunities on those nights, but we were not able to give out the grand finale jackpot just last night. As it now sits at $25,164, you can take home in 54 balls or less. So we'd love to see you guys out there next Tuesday at 6:40 p.m. trying to take home that lovely prize. But if you plan on coming out for either of those specialty nights, make sure you sign up at PGL.World. As players signed up at PGL.World, earn points on those nights to be able to compete in our top 10 standings.
Absolutely. You guys definitely want to get enrolled and sign up for every PGL matchup you can. So go and sign up at PGL.World today and get ready for tonight's mayhem. We are just now one ball away as we can't wait to give out this prize here. We have moved past that minor, major, and mega as we aim to give out that $23.50 must-go prize to a very lucky player very soon, as we just wait till that final lucky ball will fall.
Yeah, we'll see as $23.50 goes out to Polly007 over at Jimmy's Food and Drink. Great job to you, Polly, taking home $23.50 as we now get enrolled into our game number 4. That would be a very funny name to have a Bond movie. It's Polly Bond. Name's Bond. Polly Bond.
Yeah, it just doesn't do the same effect. Sorry, Polly007.
But I love it. I love it, to be honest. It would be a great, parody movie. Just, Polly, what are you doing? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's great. Well, great job to you, Polly007. I hope they make a movie about you as we now get rolled into this game. Just 1 minute and 30 seconds to do so. As you're getting rolled, we would like to start highlighting some fun national days.
That's right, as we start off with a very important one, National Stress Awareness Day. National Stress Awareness Day happens to fall on the first Wednesday in November and aims to identify and reduce the stress factors in your life. This is a very important one as your body tends to hold on to unresolved stress and can have really detrimental effects on your health. It can affect not just your mental health but also your physical health as they tend to bleed on over. And so making sure you're managing your stress properly and trying to eliminate those factors is definitely a super important one on today.
Yeah, and there's great ways out there to be able to help reduce that stress. Some ways is, I know one way that really helps me because when I'm stressed out, I don't sleep well. But making sure you conscientiously go out there and get those full 8 hours. You're not just sleeping those incremental times. And you're feeling tired throughout your entire day. Make sure you get a full REM sleep, getting into that 8 hours and sleeping a consistent amount is a great way to reduce stress, and something that I know when I'm in my stressed out times being go, 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 I can definitely see myself having that sleep kind of slip away from me.
Absolutely. When I am very stressed out, it really does affect my sleep as well. I have a hard time sleeping. Really, I have a hard time managing a lot when I just am overrun with stress. And so making sure that you're managing it properly is super, super important. Just being mindful of it, practicing that deep breathing can really help as well, just calming your nerves. There are a lot of different ways that you can
meditation is a huge way to help prevent stress. Exercising is a great stress relief as that body, like Jordy said, holds on to that stress. By exercising, you can kind of relieve some of that stress, working it out of your body. Yoga is another one that in maybe the same form as I feel like it kind of combines two of those categories with meditation and exercising. If you're in that like yoga state of stretching, deep breathing, doing those kinds of things can definitely help relieve that stress.
Mindful practices like that really help.
Absolutely, as well as just getting a good laugh in.
There's so many benefits
when I'm
to
stressed
laughing.
out, when I'm not in a good mood, a good comedy movie that I know that I'm gonna like laugh at can help me so much get through the rest of my day.
Absolutely, that is definitely a great one. And a lot of times, if you can make someone laugh in a stressed out scenario, they may not even realize just the tension that gets resolved from them by you alleviating a little bit of the tension in the situation.
Time management is another one that can really help you out. As we can all get overrun with our time, and so being able to make sure that you set aside things and you have your day more planned out, it just takes a little bit off of your plate when you're kind of running by the seat of your pants.
Absolutely. Time management was something I really struggled with early in college, and when my deadlines all built up and I left everything to the last second, I found myself the most stress I had felt in probably most of my life. And so making sure that you're doing that is definitely a huge one.
For sure, for sure. And one, as we get into the winter months, find the sun. That is a great way to be able to reduce some stress. And finding the sun is a great one. Also, learning how to say no is also a big one, as well. As I know a lot of people in my life, and me too, struggle to say no at times. And so that's a big one that can build up with stress. And you just have to learn that people aren't offended when you say no. It just is, you have to
and even when people do get offended, you need to protect
it's not
your
your
peace as
problem.
well.
It's not your problem. Happy National Stress Awareness Day. Identify and reduce that stress in your life and live a more happy, carefree lifestyle. As we are coming to a close of this game right here, $31.20 should be going out very, very soon.
Absolutely. As we wait to see who is going to be the lucky player, there it goes as the final ball has fallen. We've got Mommy, Daddy, as well as Bob, as both of them split up $31.20 on this great game of Game Day Bingo. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled in this next round, as we have that minor jackpot still on the line. Now we'll be at 60 balls or less, as we hope to see that over $200 as you guys continue to get enrolled.
Should be a lot of fun, and as you guys get enrolled over the next 2 minutes for this Game 5, we'll hop into our next next national day, National Nachos Day. Nachos Day recognizes the snack favored at sporting events across the country. In their purest form, nachos are tortilla chips covered in nacho cheese, queso, and other melted cheese and served with salsa.
Absolutely. This form of nacho is my least favorite. The ballpark nacho.
Oh yeah, the ballpark nacho definitely my least favorite style of nacho.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big like and I feel like nachos are a pretty messy food in my opinion, even though they are finger food. They're a little messy, and I just don't find them at like a ballpark. It's like the same thing with like wings are great to eat while watching a game on TV. Will I ever want to eat wings at a ballpark? No, because
That sounds horrible.
my fingers are gonna get all
That sounds like
covered
my
and
worst
stuff.
nightmare, being in a stadium seat with nothing but like a single wet wipe and my fingers just coated in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. So yeah, I completely agree with you. Not a great setting to be able to mail on a nacho. Nothing against the people that do take the risk and just go at it for that nacho because
Well,
I
a lot
get
of
it.
the ballpark nacho, you have your chips and then that little side of like plastic melted cheese where you just like dip and you eat, like the little
Oh,
lunchable nacho.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so, I mean, I guess it's clean if you have it that way, but I'm still that nacho cheese is not for me,
No,
unfortunately.
I'm a big homemade nachos kind of person. I don't like to buy my nachos out of the house just because usually I
Remember when
find
I
it.
made that queso at your brother's grad party?
Yeah, yeah, great.
That's the kind of queso that is
Yeah.
a good kind.
Absolutely. It's a great one to be able to highlight. Nachos are just delicious. What's your favorite nacho toppings?
Okay, well, technically, what I like is not called nachos. It's called a botana, and it's like a supreme nacho essentially at Mexican restaurants. And it's got like refried beans, it's got ground beef, it's got chicken, it's got lettuce, tomatoes, salsa, jalapenos, like just the works. And that is
That's your favorite
so
combination for
good.
nacho toppings?
Yeah, it's absolutely just like a boat of nacho.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be a good. That seems like a good one there. And I feel like those you have to make sure you get yourself a very specific chip, or else you're gonna end up having just a mess of a time kind of deal.
I was very, very blessed with very authentic Mexican food while I was growing up, and they did it right.
They did it right. Absolutely. Definitely a fun one to be able to highlight on today. Happy National Nacho Day.
What's your favorite protein of choice on your nachos? Are you like a pulled pork? Do you like a chicken?
I do like a barbecue nacho. I do think a barbecue nacho is one of my. I'm a huge just barbecue fan in general. So a
Absolutely.
barbecue pulled pork nacho
I was
is
gonna say
right
we've
up my
got this
alley.
barbecue restaurant near us that does a barbecue pulled pork like tachos, which are the loaded tater tot nachos that
Yes.
they do. Phenomenal.
So good. So
Phenomenal.
good.
And they like dirty rub the tater tots with their house rub. It's so good.
It's very, very good stuff. Well, hopefully you guys can enjoy nachos wherever you're at, as we are at about 40 balls dropped in this matchup. We got players already 7 balls away here, as we got about 20 balls to try and give out this minor jackpot at $227. Hopefully this can be a lucky game number 5 for us, as we see quite a few of these players leading the charge.
Absolutely. As we wait and see who gets to take home this next prize, we'll jump into our final national day, National Saxophone Day. And on this national day, it commemorates the birth of the woodwind inventor, Adolph Sax, on November 6th. The saxophone is one of the main instruments in jazz music.
Absolutely, absolutely. Happy birthday to Adolph Sax.
Absolutely. Yeah, the saxophone is my favorite instrument, probably of all time. I'm a big fan of the saxophone. Bless you. So thank you to Adolph Sax inventing this incredible instrument. I have a couple family members who play this woodwind instrument, and I am just itching to hear them play in person.
Yeah, I think the saxophone is a very, very cool instrument.
Such a
We do
sucker.
have putts over at the Lazy Jacks, taking home $227.61 on our minor jackpot there, winning it at exactly the 60th ball to drop. Congratulations to you, as we now get enrolled into our game number 6. This game 6 will include a double must-go prize. That's because the $46.30 that was on that bingo jackpot is rolling over into this next game, as you guys will just be adding to that great must-go prize as you get enrolled over the next 2 minutes. Should be a lot of fun as we get enrolled into this Game 6 on this lovely Wednesday, as me and Jordy continue to talk about the saxophone. Definitely a fun one to be able to highlight. Just kind of instigated my love of the saxophone was I made you for the first time watch La La Land. That's what it was, and it was all about
Jazz.
Ryan Gosling's character's love for jazz music. And I thought the way that they incorporated jazz music into that work was super fun and shocking that you had never seen that musical drama romance that was really well done.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite movies of 2024 that I watched. It really, I don't know what it was. It just, I don't know. Ryan Gosling himself is kind of,
Hit or miss actor.
he's just one that has never really called to me to watch his works. As much as I love Emma Stone, there's just something about Ryan Gosling that I just haven't really
That's my personal,
appealed to.
probably favorite Ryan Gosling work. I think he does a really good job in it.
I have to agree. Other than The Nice Guys, it's definitely my favorite Ryan Gosling work.
Really, you like Nice Guys that much?
I like his partner, Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
No.
Kurt Russell.
Is it?
Yeah,
No, it's not Kurt Russell.
no, it's definitely not Kurt Russell. It's
I can't think of his name, but
Yeah.
I like him in The Nice Guys, so I rate it a little bit higher.
yeah,
But
yeah. Who played Zeus in?
the same guy.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh, I tried to see if I could get it into my head. He's also Gladiator. Yeah.
Russell Crowe, not
Russell-
Kurt Russell.
Russell Crowe. It's a different
I was
Russell.
gonna say I knew that it had to be similar, but Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Yeah,
But
does
yeah,
a good
I'm
job
a big
in it.
fan of Russell Crowe.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a really good actor. I thought Nice Guys was good.
I
But
think I've only seen it once, though, so maybe I'm just hyping it up more than.
yeah, I thought La La Land, in my opinion, was a much better
Oh,
Ryan.
100%.
Ryan
It's just a
Gosling
better
work.
movie in general.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
like an Academy
I'm a
Award winning.
big fan of anything that incorporates music into it. Like I love a good musical, and the way that they did that, it wasn't like so, like it wasn't necessarily what you'd consider your classic musical that you'd watch kind of deal.
The ending is so not satisfying.
Yeah, but it's kind of the whole entire just way the movie rolls that they just
I know it's the way life goes and how life isn't necessarily a musical, but it still hurt nonetheless.
It did. But that was kind of the point of it is to show just like people go in different directions and it becomes.
Yeah. But because of my love for the saxophone and my love of jazz music, as earlier we were talking about our top travel destinations, New Orleans is so high on my list, if not simply because of the music scene there.
Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, I think it's a very, very fun one to be able to highlight as the saxophone just as it helped be a leader in a lot of really fun music that we get to highlight.
Absolutely. So maybe go listen to some Kenny G on today, or just really anything that you can celebrate this awesome wind instrument on National Saxophone Day.
Absolutely. I would have to say though, if I was talking about like my favorite instrument of all time, I was trying to think of it after you said saxophone was your favorite.
Is the piano yours?
Piano is up there. I was gonna say it was really riding between piano and drums. I think both those just add so much to music that I just couldn't, and just the vast amount of music that it is so important to. So I think drums are probably the number one. If you have a good drum beat in your song, that can really hold me in there. And I don't know if I listen to really much music that doesn't have a drum beat or some kind of drums within it. And so I'd say drums.
That's a great one. Definitely. I would have to say piano is probably my close second.
Piano.
I love piano.
Oh, a good piano where it's the star of the show is so good.
Saxophone, piano, and violin are like my top instruments.
We do have Brad MM over at the El Rosa Bar and Lounge taking home $74.20 on our must-go win in this game number 6. Congratulations to you, Brad MM, as we now get enrolled into into this next game. As we get enrolled into this next game, we will be moving on from our National Day list. Happy National Saxophone Day, National Nachos Day, and you can enjoy both of these and relieve some stress by by celebrating National Stress Awareness Day.
Absolutely, that is a great one on today. Celebrate any of them any way you can. Just about a minute and a half to get enrolled in this next game as we start talking a little bit about our Vikings, who are 6-2 on the season.
Yeah, wherever this strong start of the season winds up leading the Minnesota Vikings, it's clear that belief and resilience will be responsible for a significant measure of their success. Sam Darnold overcame 4 sacks and 3 turnovers by throwing 3 second-half touchdown passes, and the Minnesota defense made Indianapolis quarterback Joe Flacco's return to the starting role a rough one, as the Vikings beat the Colts 21-13 on Sunday. I'm sure Sam will be hard on himself for those 2 interceptions, but I'm going to stay aggressive with him because I'm confident in him, Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell said. Justin Jefferson had 137 yards. Jordan Addison made a one-handed diving catch in the back corner of the end zone to get Minnesota on the board after a sloppy scoreless first half. And Jalen Naylor had a tie-breaking touchdown reception that helped Vikings stop a 2-game skid.
That's right, as we aim to get another win under our belt, as we have a game upcoming in just about 4 or 5 days from now on Sunday at noon. We are super excited to go up against the Jaguars as we aim to get that win. And if you guys want to come on out, it should be a lot of fun, as for the first half of that game, Ian and I will be coming to you live for a Vikings Game Day broadcast. We'll be playing through those great Game Day bingo games as our Vikings take the field and hopefully get that win against the Jaguars. Make sure you guys come on out Sunday at noon.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun there.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys are missing some Minnesota Vikings action, though, you can actually check out some Vikings action by looking at our E-Tabs. We have an E-Tab game that we partnered up with the Vikings for called Vikings Victory. You can pick a letter in the Skull bonus round to send some luck out to our Vikings as they get ready for that matchup with the Jaguars on this Sunday. Should be a lot of fun. Cam Robinson, the offensive tackle we just traded for, a little bit of a revenge game for him in this matchup, which I think we're excited for, as he had a pretty decent game against the Colts, as I think he gave up only 2 pressures on over 30 pass snaps and gave up 0 sacks in that one. So hopefully he continues to become, this line continues to become more cohesive, and we see some great play from some of our top players.
Absolutely. Should be a lot of fun. But if you're already checked out our Vikings Victory E-Tab game and want to go and check out the other ones we have to offer, they're right there for that you guys on those iPads. We have over 70 different charitable E-Tab games, in fact, that you guys can go and choose to play, not just the ones themed after our amazing Minnesota sports teams. You guys can go and check them out and hopefully take home prizes up to $1,500, even if you guys just go and check out. They have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and awesome bonus and free play rounds as well. Go and check them out today and let us know which one is your favorite.
Should be a lot of fun that you guys check out those E-Tabs. My personal favorites on this Wednesday, as I have a constant rotation of favorite E-Tab games.
The one of today?
The E-Tab favorite of today is going to be...
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm going to shout out my brother's favorite, as he always used to say it. Going Bananas, a great E-Tab game. Gorillas, who doesn't like monkey, and
Not
enjoy.
Just gorillas. There's a lot of different primates on there.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was only gorilla.
I thought there was like a chimp and a orangutan and.
There might be. I've never actually played through the game. I just have.
Well, I haven't either. I can't, but I've seen it.
Yeah, I guess you were paying a lot more attention to it than I was. But check out Going Bananas, a great E-Tab.
That's right. Go and check out all of our different E-Tab games. I'm going to be highlighting Ruby's Adventure. It is a super fun E-Tab game, one of my personal favorite themes, as you've got a woman running through the tombs in the jungle trying to get the ruby, and you can take home some great prizes for yourself along the way. It's a lot of fun. But guys, go and check out all of our different E-Tab games and let us know which one is your favorite E-Tab of the day. Absolutely.
As we have our winner here, player over at the Roundup Bar, taking home $18.30. We try to remain non-political here at Pilot Games. So congratulations to you, player, taking home $18.30 as we now get enrolled into this next game. This next game will have that minor jackpot. Click it up from 54 to 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get enrolled into this upcoming action.
That's right, and as you plan to get enrolled in this next game, we're going to take things on a little bit of a wild turn. We need to talk about our Minnesota Wild as they are 8-2-2, and as Trevor Lewis scored twice, Kevin Fiala added another on the power play, and the Los Angeles Kings ended up unfortunately beating the Minnesota Wild 5-1 on Tuesday night. Not what we want to see. Minnesota, which had 3 wins in a row, opened the scoring in the second period on Zach Bogosian's first goal of the season. Goaltender Philip Gustafsson stopped 23 shots for the Wild. For the first time this season, a game got away from Minnesota. The Wild scored first for the 9th time in 12 games, but they fell to a 6-1-2 in such contests.
Not what we wanted to necessarily see there, but you can let one slip away every once in a while. Good to see a familiar face. Not good to see him scoring against us as Kevin Fiala. We used to root for very heavily that was such a fun duo, Kevin Fiala and Kirill. I thought that was a really fun rookie year duo.
I know, that's why I started saying it off in a pretty excited tone because I saw Kevin Fiala's name and then I realized he's not with us.
Yeah. Kevin Fiala does not play for the Wild. No. He plays for the Kings now as he's been gone for us now. Feels like it just happened, but we're now on year 2 of him being gone away from us. So, but
what are you gonna do?
Good to see him thriving in his situation, I guess. But we just don't want to see him thrive against us, as we hope to be able to bounce back and get a win tomorrow, as the Wild are going to be taking on the Sharks at 9:30 p.m. Should be a fun matchup there. And to shoot some luck out to our Minnesota Wild, you can play the great E-Tab game. Let's go Wild. You can even check out the Slapshot bonus round to see if you can score yourself an awesome jackpot prize.
That's right. Go and check it out wherever you play Pilot Games today and have a blast. It is going to be a lot of fun, or you can just stick around and play our live bingo games like the one we're in right now. We've got $83.71 on that minor jackpot at 56 balls or less. We'll have to see if we're able to give that out. If not, we do have that $20.80 Musco prize just primed and ready as well. If you guys want to get primed and ready for tonight's PGL matchup, head on over to pgl.world today and sign up. Once you go and sign up, you can take home PGL points that come on out on our specialty nights, like our MegaSota game night or our Wild Wednesdays, and you also get access to insider information like a monthly newsletter that'll get sent out to the email you go and sign up for. Go and sign up today at pgl.world and get ready for both our MegaSota game nights each Tuesday at 6:40 and our Wild Wednesdays each Wednesday at 7 p.m. It's a lot of fun, and we want you guys to be a part of all the action.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun there, as we're having fun right here playing this game day bingo themed after our Wild. And as we compete through this one, trying to give out one of these awesome prizes, we would like to start highlighting some fun movies that were released on today, as we start off with the 1998 work The Waterboy, released on today, an Adam Sandler classic, the sports comedy that came out, one of my favorites of the Adam Sandler movies. You also have Kathy Bates playing the mother of Adam Sandler. With
Foosball is the devil.
Yeah, I absolutely love her character in that one. Just the anti-football is so funny. You also got Henry Winkler in it as well.
I love Henry Winkler.
And
now he posts TikToks reading books to his granddaughter and little babies on
does he?
social
That's
media.
so funny.
People make fun of Henry Winkler because he shows up to set with like a cake and stuff for his friends. He's just like, happy to be here, Henry Winkler.
I love that.
He's just such a sweetie.
This is a super fun sports comedy that came out, and
I think this was the first Adam Sandler movie I've ever watched.
Is it the first one you ever watched?
It's either this or Billy Madison.
I was about to say, I would have expected Billy Madison because your family's much bigger Billy Madison fans than they are Waterboy fans.
This got quoted for the first half of my life a lot.
Did
you ask
it?
what movies and water and high quality H2O.
That's
so
high quality
much.
H2O is one that I feel like everybody quoted for so long.
the quote where he finally yells at his mom and she's like, I like Vicky. She showed me da 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 da. My dad used to quote that all the time.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh.
We do have HJKI 1324 taking home that nice $20.80 must-go prize over at the Third Rail Bar and Grill. Congratulations to you in this fantastic matchup as we now get enrolled into this next game. This will be a game number 9 of Game Day Bingo with that minor jackpot now at 58 balls or less. But yeah, great. One of my personal favorites with the
Oh, and
the Adam
you
Sandler
can do
movie.
it.
You can do it. That one.
Got quoted so much.
Is that Rob Schneider?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think that's
He's
Rob
just
Schneider.
like the random guy in the crowd that yells it.
Yeah, his I think his title, as I was looking at the cast list right before this, was Townie.
Yeah,
Was
no.
just Townie.
That's his only line, is he says it, I think, twice or 3 times.
That's
throughout the
super
movie.
funny.
Yeah, Waterboy, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and Big Daddy were the 4 movies. That and Little Nicky, but I hated Little Nicky. I hated Little Nicky.
I'm not a Little Nicky fan either.
I was too young, and it genuinely scared me. Because it was the Devils.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I thought it was a scary movie. I hated it. I thought he was really creepy with his...
Did you watch Wedding Singer?
Haircut. I didn't watch Wedding Singer until you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a part of that whole entire group in my eyes.
Didn't watch it until you a couple years ago. That skyrocketed. Might be my favorite Adam Sandler movie. But I also watched 50 First Dates really young as well.
I like 51st Dates.
Love that.
That's a really good one. I don't know what my favorite Adam Sandler movie is, but it's in that era of
Absolutely.
like
Wedding Singer is probably my favorite.
late 1990s into the early 2000s. I think those are just primetime Adam Sandler movies. But Waterboy released on today in 1998. Maybe give it a watch on today.
Everyone should give it a watch on today. In 2009, we have A Christmas Carol coming on out. I think this is the...
Jim Carrey voice.
Yes, this is the animated work of Scrooge, and
You got a really big cast in it, as you
that's
have
what I'm saying. I think I quite liked it.
Jim Carrey, Gary Oldman, Colin Firth, Carrie Ewells,
Yeah.
and other the guy who plays Junie in Spy
Yeah.
Kids voices in it. Really, really great cast.
Absolutely. And this is another one that I remember the animation coming out and I being like, it's kind of scary.
Oh, for sure, because they tried to go ultra realistic with this one. It actually made me dislike this movie. I didn't like it because
Yeah.
it was the ultra realistic
It
Scrooge.
was creepy.
And I just like the original Scrooge, like it's like flat animation a lot better. And so whenever I did watch like a
Was there animated?
Christmas Carol,
What was our animated work before that? That was A Christmas Carol. Because the only one that I really remember was like the Daffy Duck Scrooged being the animated work before that I watched as a kid.
really?
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't. Is it the?
Was there one?
There definitely was an animated.
Scrooge. Because the one that I first watched, and it's another movie I watched too young, but it was the Bill Murray Scrooged.
Yeah.
I've never watched that.
1982 Scrooge that I watched. That was the one.
Yeah, that flat animation style.
Yeah, it was just a little bit more classic.
Old school.
Old school in my eyes. I enjoyed it a lot more. That was the animated version I watched.
I probably would have enjoyed that one more. But yeah, A Christmas Carol coming on out on today in 2009. Also in 2009, we have a very serious work that's a little bit heavier of themes as Precious came on out. I wasn't allowed to watch this movie.
I've never watched this movie, but I know it covers it's a really impactful work. 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I adore that leading actress.
Yeah, Gabernay, Sidney.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I can't really.
I just know her from American Horror Story primarily.
You also got Monique in it as well, and other fantastic.
A lot of big names.
Mariah
yeah.
Carey's in it. Big big cast. This
Very
is
impactful work.
a drama indie film that came out, R-rated. Maybe give it a watch on today.
Check trigger warnings before watching.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We do have Rye Jeff at the Willie McCoys of Andover, who gets to take home that minor jackpot prize. Nicely done. $110.30 getting sent out to you, Rye Jeff. Nicely done in this great round of Game Day Bingo. Stick around and get enrolled as we have about 3 more games here live with you, and you do not want to miss out on any of the cash prizes, so grab those iPads and get enrolled. Next up on today in 2015, we've got Spectre.
Yeah, this is a direct sequel to Skyfall of the Daniel Craig James Bond flicks.
Yes.
This one obviously stars Daniel Craig as James Bond, but you also have one of my favorite actors of all time, Christoph Waltz, in it as well. You have Naomi Harris, Ralph Fiennes is another actor I really enjoy, Dave Bautista, Javier Bardem. Really, really fun cast. Lei Seydoux, I don't know how to say her name, but
Leah Seydoux, yeah.
good actress as well. Really, really well done work. I like the Daniel Craig James Bond's movies. I think they're super fun.
I liked Skyfall, but I don't know if I've seen any of the
I was
other
about to say,
ones.
I don't think you've watched a lot of the. There's just so
I
not
liked
your.
Skyfall. I watched it in theaters. It was it was because of the Adele song that I watched it. But I quite enjoyed it. I thought it, but it was also at the same time that I think A Man from U.N.C.L.E. came out, and I loved The Man from U.N.C.L.E. movie.
Oh yes, that's a good one with Armie Hammer and Henry Cavill.
Yeah, and that was like my first film I think I watched Henry Cavill in, and
Yes.
I very much was like, who is this guy? Like, why isn't he in Hollywood more?
And then he
blew
became
up.
one of the biggest guys out there.
Yes,
Uh,
but yeah, I really, really enjoyed A Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah, I think these were just a really, really good, well done.
Spy flicks.
Huh?
Spy.
Yeah, spy action flicks, and so give them a watch on today. A really good series that you could watch. Spectra, released on today in 2015.
How many movies are in the Daniel Craig Bond franchise? Like
I-
3 or 4? I can't say I'm too familiar, as I grew up watching the Pierce Brosnan Bond movies. But it's definitely a fun one, and I know a lot of people have been loving as they evolve and grow and have the next generations coming on in. They like where the Bond films have evolved to, but I can't say that I've stayed in the know about it.
Yeah, it starts off in 2006 with Casino Royale.
Okay.
In it, I remember reading a lot of things on that movie and just how everyone was so against Daniel Craig playing James Bond in that work
Yeah.
because they all thought he was too ugly for it. Because I mean, when you go from Pierce Brosnan,
I was gonna say
to
you've had
Daniel
like
Craig.
George Clooney and Pierce Brosnan, and
Did George Clooney play?
yeah, I think George Clooney was Bond for at least a
I think
movie or
George
two.
Clooney ever played Bond.
Oh, I may be wrong there.
Yeah, he played
Who was-
Batman.
Who
but,
was Bond before Pierce Brosnan?
before Pierce Brosnan? That was. Give me 1 second, and I'll have it up for you.
Yeah.
Timothy Dalton
Oh, okay.
was that, and that was in 1989.
Okay.
But yeah, you had Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace,
Yeah.
Skyfall, Spectra, and No Time to Die. So 5 Daniel Craig Bond movies.
Well, maybe that is another franchise I will have to add to my cinematic watch list.
Absolutely. As we move on to our last movie on today, 2015, we have the Peanuts movie. I never watched this one, but I love the Peanuts in general and all their holiday classics, and so I love to give them a quick shout out on today.
I can't believe, I've never watched this. This is the Charlie Brown universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved all of the original Charlie Brown movies. I grew up on them, but I never watched the Peanuts movie.
Yeah, they changed the animation style on it and everything.
That's
They made
hard.
that 3D animation that
Ew.
I just don't think that Peanuts was ever meant to be animated in.
Yeah.
And so I just really, it just really threw me away from it. Where I just love the originals, and I just don't think you need to really add to it until maybe kids are like they can't stand that animation. But I even enjoyed it as a kid watching a Charlie Brown Christmas.
I was gonna say.
The pumpkin
The Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, The Great Pumpkin. Just there's so many good ones.
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to be showing my future kids those original ones.
Yeah, maybe we just need a reanimated
Yeah.
version of those. Just like re-up the animation on them to make them, but not like redo them. Just like
Yeah.
redraw over the already made animations.
Yeah, make it a little bit sharper.
Yeah. I think that would be really great.
Absolutely.
Well, fun movies released on today: 2015, The Peanuts movie, and Spectra; 2009, Precious and A Christmas Carol; and in 1998, The Waterboy. All released on today. A very wide variety of movies that we get to highlight here.
And I think both of us can agree that The Waterboy would be our favorite on this list.
Definitely my most watched on this list. We got Dano over at Clay's in Rockford taking home $39.20 on our double must-go win. Congratulations to you, Dano, as we now get enrolled into our game number 11 of Game Day Bingo. As we get after it in this game number 11, I would like to give you guys a quick reminder that when you're playing Pilot Games, don't forget to share those awesome player pictures with us. We absolutely love seeing your smiling faces. And if you happen to hit a jackpot, hold up that jackpot message next to that happy face and take a photo. You can also send us pictures of you playing with your friends or your favorite bartender. To share those photos, you can either direct message them to us on Facebook, post them with the hashtag PilotGames, or even email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Well, as you can see to the left of me, we love showcasing all of your different player pictures, so it is not mandatory, but it is highly encouraged. We would love for you guys to go snap those player pictures and send them our way. We also want to shout out everybody out there who's celebrating their birthday on today, as we hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday and celebrating your birthday right by having fun with some Pilot Games. We're also going to highlight a few celebrities that happen to be born on today, so you guys can know who you share your birthday with. We start off strong in 1861 with James Naismith. He is the Canadian-American physical educator and inventor. He invented basketball and the football helmet.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
isn't that crazy? Naismith, I mean, obviously Naismith is now immortalized in the Naismith Trophy that gets given out
Yeah.
every single year at the end of the basketball season. And so really, really, really cool that we get to highlight the guy who created basketball, as well as I didn't even know this about Naismith, that he created the football helmet as well, which is
That's awesome.
insane.
Saving
Cool.
lives.
Yeah, saving lives out there. I'm glad that we've made a lot of evolution in the football helmet as
Yeah.
well. But it's funny. People actually talk about that the increased protection of like football gear and everything like that. It's been hard to keep up with it because people feel more protected in the football gear, so they're willing to sacrifice their bodies more while hitting people. And so there's like where like before people were very conscious about how they would hit people because they had to think
the
it all the
lack
way
of
through, or else
padding,
you're going to
yeah.
get hurt every single time. But it's, yeah, interesting how that all works. But
Yeah.
James Naismith, happy birthday on today. Also born on today in 1987, we got Walter Johnson, the American Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher, three-time Triple Crown of pitching, World Series champ in 1924, AL MVP in 1913 and 1924, working for the Washington Senators.
Well, happy birthday to Walter Johnson. That's a pretty impressive resume you leave. So, happy birthday going out to you as we move on to our next celebrity birthday. In 1931, we've got Mike Nichols. He is the German-American film director who has some incredible works that he's put out, like Catch-22, The Graduate, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Whoa.
Is Catch-22... No, never mind. I thought for a second it was Catch Me If You Can.
No, Catch-22, a much more impactful work than
Yes.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yes.
Yeah, happy birthday to Mike Nichols. Next up on today in 1946, we have a great celebrity birthday that we get to highlight here. Sally Fields, as I am a
I
big
was
fan
wondering.
of Sally Fields, American actress from Forrest Gump, Gidget, Flying Nun, and so many others.
So
She's just
many more. Mrs. Doubtfire.
She's the classic mom of
I was
any
gonna
of,
say.
of my childhood. Like if I could cast a mom in a movie, it would be Sally Fields, just because She was so good at it.
Absolutely, I'd have to agree. Sally Fields is the kind of woman that if I saw her in person, I just want to give her a hug. You know, like she has had some really incredible works, but she truly is just got that like maternal instinct to her nature about her.
Absolutely.
And so it's really awesome, and she is very well loved. She's probably best known for Smokey and the Bandit, as her and Burt Reynolds were in that together. As that's just yeah.
Yeah, really iconic work right there. Yeah, Sally Fields. I always combine her with the mom from Elf.
Oh, really?
And
Mary Steinberg?
yeah, Mary Steinberg. I always combine those two together.
That's so funny.
Because they both are just my favorite moms in cinema. Like,
Yeah.
either in Step Brothers, they just do a great job. Well, happy birthday, Sally Fields.
We have a winner here as Hazer over at the Prairie Grill in Bull takes home this prize, $13.10. Congratulations there. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled in this next round as we have that minor jackpot up at 56 balls or less, our final game of Lunchtime Bingo. Stick around as we hope to see you guys get enrolled.
Next up, born on today in 1948, we got Glenn Frey, an American Grammy Award-winning guitarist, singer-songwriter, was a part of the Eagles, Take It Easy, Heartache Tonight, Tequila Sunrise. It even had a solo career with Smuggler's Blues and The Heat Is On. He's also a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's awesome. Big fan of Glenn Frey. Just a big fan of the Eagles and a lot of the works that they put out in their time. So awesome stuff. Happy birthday to Glenn Frey. Up next, in 1972, we've got Rebecca Romkin. She is known as the American model and actress. She is from the X-Men films, Ugly Betty, and even The Librarians. I got to take a peek and see who this is. Okay.
Yeah. Good actress that's been in a lot of really iconic works.
Absolutely. She was in the first three X-Men, from X-Men X2 and then X-Men Last Stand she was in. Her most known work, I think, is Femme Fatale with Antonio Banderas, but she's been in Punisher, Star Trek, and even more from there. Just a really big working actress and former model. Really awesome stuff. Turns 52 on today. She is Dutch. She's the original Mystique.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Happy birthday to Rebecca.
She was
Romkin.
married to Jerry O'Connell for a while.
That makes sense why she was known for a long time as Rebecca O'Connell.
That's really funny.
But next up on today in 1988, we got one of my favorite current actresses, Emma Stone, the American actress from The Amazing Spider-Man, La La Land, so many.
So many more.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Emma Stone as well. I grew up watching her in things like Easy A and The Help and just so many other great works as well. She's got a very iconic look to her, and I love a lot of the things she's in.
Yeah, we just found out. Well, you just found out that she's not a natural redhead.
Yeah.
As that was
shocking.
a big shock to you, as she
looks so much more natural as a redhead than a blonde.
She does. But Emma Stone is a great actress that we love to highlight. We just talked about La La Land earlier and about how much we enjoyed that work. And you said it might be your favorite movie you watched in 2024. So great stuff there. Watch a little Emma Stone movie today. There's a lot of good ones to pick from.
Absolutely. As we have our final celebrity born on today, in 1999, we've got Bobby Fink. He is the American swimmer, won Olympic gold in the men's 800, 1500 meter in 2020. Again, the 1500 meter in 2024.
Where he set the world record at 14 minutes, 30 seconds, and 67 milliseconds.
Crazy.
Yeah, happy birthday to Bobby Fink.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to all of our celebrities born on today. And once again, happy birthday to any of our pilot players out there celebrating your birthday alongside us. Happy birthday. We hope you get to take home some of these great prizes for yourself.
You should also try and take home some great prizes in our Twins-themed E-Tab game. That is a great E-Tab game called Twins Win. If you pick out the right lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round, you could be taking home some grand slam prizes. Definitely a great time there. But as we're having a great time, we do have a fun little sports fun fact for you guys today.
That's right. Is on today in 1869, the Rutgers beats Princeton 6-4 in the first college football game ever. The game is played with a soccer ball before roughly 100 fans in New Brunswick, New Jersey, resembles rugby instead of today's football.
Yeah, I think it's
So
a fun
funny.
little fact right there. 6-4 is a crazy score, but it's a fun one. We get to highlight here today. As we love college football here, shout out Gophers as you guys get after it here. And as we finish up this game, we'd like to give a quick shout out to our player spotlight.
As TreeCore at American Legion Mound took home $9,604. At American Legion Mound, you guys support the American Legion Post 398 in Mound. They aim to enhance the well-being of Americans' veterans, their family, our military, and our communities by their devotion to mutual helpfulness.
Well, we got our winner here as Jay over the Nasty Habit is taking home our awesome prize of $13.60. Enjoy playing in this next game of Lucky 4 Bingo. And remember, as you play Pilot games, your community wins.